So I know like it's been a long day already. I know everyone's waiting for the lunch, but I'm Yoshi from Alpaca. What we are doing is that we are building deep learning technology specifically for the capital markets trading. So it's not really IoT. It's not really that, but like we are doing something AI side, but specifically for the financial market. Yes. So my background, I spent 3 years full-time day trading Forex after working for Lehman Brothers and Nomura Securities in the capital markets, structuring derivatives and subprime mortgages and stuff like that. And during the 3 years of the day trading days, I started making money, but I was spending so many hours in front of the PC monitors, waiting for specific patterns of the conditions to come in order to make the entries and go out from the positions. So obviously, I wanted to automate it so that I don't have to be in front of the computer for all day long. Then I went to a lot of sites and a lot of researches, but I found out that you really have to write the programming. And I just wanted to ask you here, how many of you actually traded Forex or equities in your more of the self-directed way, not asking for the financial advisors to do that? Can you just raise your hands if you have some experience? All right, cool. So within that people who just raise your hands, how many people can actually write the programming? Okay, so it's about 30% or something, like those people who actually have training. So there are many people who does investing and trading, but has no experience in coding. So which means that you really cannot automate what you do. So that's a problem that I had. It was so difficult for myself, like trader, to automate what you do into machine by writing a programming. So what we built is a very scalable system for each of the traders to come in and automate your winning entry patterns without writing any programming. How we do that? We utilize deep learning pattern recognition model to really suck it up the sample data of the winning entry patterns without specifying which features that you need to extract and stuff like that. So obviously we did that specifically deep learning model. We specifically using LSTM and stuff like that, and we made scalable training architecture because we have a bunch of the users coming in, so we have to make sure that deep learning models is trained in a parallel way. And we built specific database for the capital markets data so that we can access to a bunch of the different data in a very quick way. So this was our solution to the problem that I had. Can you go to the? So is it possible to play the video? Yeah. So I wanted to show you a quick video what we just released the end of the March. This is actually on the website, so you can just check it out, our video, or go into the web browser and see how it goes. Is it ready? Yeah. Okay. So our service called TiEcon, what it's doing is you can come into the this web browser, and you can basically make your automate your trading system to the algorithms. So there's a chart you can see in the web browser, and you highlight your winning entry patterns. So our deep learning engine is robust enough to suck it up a bunch of different kinds of the time series data. But for our first step of our product, we specifically focused on the time series data of the price actions. So here we are considering into the those open, close, high, lows of the pricing, price data, as well as the indicators that come with it. So derivatives of the price movement. And you can also run the back test, and you can calculate if it's making money or not. And you can also run it as a live test so that you can basically automate your trading. You can receive notifications on your iPhones or on the desktop notification that you can trade with it. So, you can, on our website, capitalicon.com, you can manage algorithms, you can make your algorithm, and you can check and track the performance. So what is our business model? Our business model is very simple. We're not asking users to pay to us. Rather than that, we are having existing online brokers to provide our platform so that they can get more trading volumes through our system, so that we get paid based on the trading volumes or specific user accounts. So right now we are working with a couple brokers in the US and a couple brokers in Japan as well. And so in this slide, like we're just really talking about the users in the retail side, but we are actually working with one of the biggest investment banks in the New York to implement this whole system inside of the their enterprise use. So we are thinking that for specific deep learning engine, this is not really only for the retail or individual users, but there's a needs from the sell side and as well as the buy side of the Wall Street. Specifically for automating, what you're doing in terms of trading, there are some players out there, but as you see, there are a bunch of the players that makes you write programming, and this really makes whole process really long. And even in the enterprise setting, if you're like Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley sell side, you have to really ask your quants or research to be right next to you and telling them what to write the code to automate what you do. So this has been really long process to do that. So what we are basically using our deep learning is to cut all the process and just capture the know-hows of the traders without using any programming, but simply inputting different queries in a much easier way. Can you go to the next slide? So who are we? We are a pretty experienced team. We are only seed stage, early stage startup, and with about 10 people. We already have experience selling another deep learning web service to the Kyocera, which is one of the biggest Japanese IC companies. And we are led by the capital markets trading specialist and also database and the AI sector. Specifically in a database is really strong. We have the founder of the Green Plum, who was, Green Plum has been used by a bunch of the Wall Street IT sectors for the very fast parallel distributed engine. So we have these backend very strong, and also the specific industry expert on top of it. We are supported by these people. We're in the plug and play fintech accelerator. Also the Mitsubishi Group, we're invested by one of the venture firms in SMBC, which is the second biggest Japanese banks, and the SRI, because they highly regard what we do as a technology basis. So please make sure to access TiEcon. We are here to really look for the business partners to distribute what we do in the retail space, as well as the enterprise setting, who's dealing with the financial sectors, both buy sides and sell sides. Thank you very much for your time.